What will you do to make sure I don't get an infection?
Well, a tattoo is just like any other wound on your body, meaning that it can get infected like any other cut you may have. Tattoo infections are normally caused by the unsterilization of the utensils or the ink itself. We talked to Tim Howell, a professional tattoo artist who works at Midway Tattoo in San Diego, about how he ensures his station is clean and sanitized before tattooing a client. He describes,
My colleagues and I use gloves and sanitary wipes and spray to clean the surfaces before we do tattoos and after we do tattoos.
to go more in depth about the importance of cleanliness of getting tattoos, we asked Robert Honeycutt, who manufactures tattoo supplies and is a tattoo artist himself at Needle Supply Company, about the precautions they take to make sure the ink is safe and ready for the use on clients. He replied by email and said,
Machinery, bottles, and all equipment involved must be sterilized properly, as well as having a sanitary facility with air filtration systems.
He claims,
Just as we trust food and household products purchased at our local grocery store, tattoo artists trust that the tattoo manufacturer is providing a safe product.
the cleanliness of tattooing utensils is a very serious matter. A UT Southwestern Medical Center study found that 41% of cases of hepatitis C were caused by the poor sterilization of tattoo utensils. For those who don't know, hepatitis C is a deadly blood disease that attacks the liver and can lead to many other deadly problems. If you've ever thought of getting a tattoo, all of this information might be worrisome to you. But don't worry, there are some extra steps ink manufacturers have taken to protect you from bacteria that can materialize in the ink. Some ink manufacturers use alcohol as a carrier to try helping minimize the chance of bacteria in the ink.
The alcohol, it serves as both the carrier and the disinfectant to prevent the growth of the bacteria.
Tattoo ink is made up of two components, a carrier and a pigment. The carrier is the substance that helps the pigment flow throughout the ink itself. It can be composed of many ingredients. Some include distilled water, witch hazel, alcohol, or sometimes even propylene glycol. The pigment in the ink provides the coloring for the tattoo. Robert explains to us that
Many types of pigments are used to manufacture tattoo inks. The three most common are organic, derived from plants or animals; inorganic, derived from metallic oxides that occur naturally or synthetically; synthetic organic, made from petroleum and polymer compounds. The pigments are suspended in a carrier that's purpose is to carry the pigment into the dermis.
the dermis is the middle layer of skin. Altogether, there are 3 different layers of skin: the epidermis, the dermis, and the fatty layer. The dermis, or middle layer of skin, sheds at a much slower pace than the epidermis, the top layer of skin, which is why tattoos can last a lifetime. By putting the ink into the dermis, white blood cells collect around the ink, and it keeps it from spreading throughout the bloodstream, meaning it will stay there permanently. If ink is accidentally distributed in the fat layer of tissue, it can spread and bleed like a colored piece of paper put in water. Now, all you need to do before getting a tattoo is making sure your tattoo artist follows all the necessary precautions by making sure his utensils are clean and his ink is properly made. By doing so, you will have a bright, beautiful, healthy tattoo that you will get to show off to the world. This is HTHI International's Quinten signing off.